It's time now for the Peter Chell 6 o'clock news on this Tuesday evening, June 9th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 6 o'clock news at 9 here. And our top story at 6 o'clock here on this Tuesday evening here is the sighting of two suspicious men in a sleepy upstate New York town early Tuesday morning sent law enforcement officials scrambling toward Wilkes-Barre, New York. A federal appeals court upheld a Texas law that requires abortion clinics to qualify as ambulatory surgical centers, a decision that opponents say will result in the shutdown of all but 7 clinics in the state. In Chicago, after days of silence, J. Dennis Hastert, a former Speaker of the House of Representatives on Tuesday, pleaded not guilty to federal charges that he illegally structured bank withdrawals and lied to the authorities about millions of dollars he had. Through 6 rounds of the MLB draft on Tuesday, the Red Sox selected 3 pitchers, 2 outfielders, and a catcher. The Sox selected 3 straight pitchers and ran 6 for 8. Mosul, Iraq's second largest city, remains under ISIS control 1 year later. In St. Francisville, Louisiana, a federal appeals court has temporarily blocked the release of Albert Woodfox, the last of the Louisiana inmates of the Anglo 3 by supporters protested their long stints in solitary confinement. China on Tuesday slammed the group of 7 nations about making responsible remarks about Beijing's disputed territorial claims in the East and South China Seas. Syrian rebel forces seized military base from the government. And London, the dollar was on a weaker footing on Tuesday, unwinding all of its payroll gains on lingering worries about whether U.S. Washington U.S. job opening surged to a record high in April, and small business confidence perked up in May, suggesting the economy was regaining speed after stumbling at the start of the year. Target Corporation accidentally revealed a possible dividend increase and a doubling of its stock repurchase program, anticipated the board approval on the plan on Tuesday evening. Take a look at that stock market reports. Dow closed 17,764.04, down 2.51. S&P 500 2,080.15, up 87.87 cents, and Nasdaq 5,013.87, down 7.76. In Washington, they looked, as one researcher said, like rubbish 8 seemingly inconsequential creatures appeared dinosaur fossils that sat in a London museum collection for more than a century after being found in Canada's Alberta province. In a 13-3 vote, the expert group recommended that the Food and Drug Administration approve a powerful new drug to protect against heart attacks, as South Korea struggles to contain an outbreak of the Middle East respiratory syndrome that has infected close to 100 people. With the country's health care system has come under scrutiny. Owning a cat as a kid could put you at risk for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, later found because of parasites found in the felines, new research says. Take a look at New England alerts here at 6:03. In Woburn, Massachusetts, a working fire 12 West Gate Road. Smoke and fire shown from 403 to a 3-story apartment building. In Chelmsford, Massachusetts, motor vehicle accident, Interstate 495, northbound prior to exit 434, crash and breakdown lane with an injury. Person complaining chest and wrist injury. Westford fire also were en route. And now look at the sports here at 6:03. The Boston Red Sox will square off against the Baltimore Orioles in the first of the 3-game series. Game time 7:05 p.m. And the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers will square off in game number 3 of the NBA Finals in Cleveland tonight. Cleveland, if Stephen Curry is tired of hearing about his recent shooting slump and it's a safe bet no one should blame him. Washington Nationals draft Mariano Rivera III in the 4th round. NBC Sports Chairman urged NHL players to shave playoff beards. Peter Channel News Time, 6:04. Time now for a travel report here on this Tuesday evening here. 95 minutes up and side. Slow from second Oscar is now for downtown Providence here. That is because there is an accident on 95 on the northbound side in downtown Providence between the 6th Tank Deck and 195, so expect some delays there. 6th Tank Deck to westbound side, so from 95 all the way up to Route 6, 95 on the northbound side, so from Cranston all the way up to downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side. It is slow from Route 44 in eastbound side to downtown Providence here. We got an accident ramp to Route 10 from Route 6 in Providence, so expect some delays here. 99 on the northbound side, also after Route 99 Lincoln run out there. 295 on the northbound side, it's slow from Route 1 in North Attleboro to Route 95 in Attleboro. Jamestown Newport bridges are looking good here. 24 on the southbound side, slow after Route 495 in Raynham here. 95 on the southbound side, slow from 495 to before 152 in Mansfield, North Attleboro section here. And 95, it's slow from 120 in Kenton upon Street in Norwood, and then hit brakes again from Coney Street in Walpole to Route 1 in Mechanics Street in Sharon here. 24 on the southbound side, slow from after Route 128 in Kenton here. Route 3 on the southbound side is slow from the Braintree split all the way out to before Route 18 in Weymouth Fair. 128 on the southbound side is slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley, then hit brakes again from Highland Street in Needham all the way out to the Braintree split. 129 on the northbound side, it is slow from the Braintree split all the way out to Route 24 in Randolph, then hit brakes again from 130 in Canton all the way out to 95 in Canton here. Southfield Expressway and southbound side, slow from the Pike all the way out to the Braintree split. That's because we got a couple of accidents here on the Southeast Expressway on the southbound side in the Quincy section here, so expect some delays here. Moss Pike both ends slow from Logan Airport all the way out to 93. And it's Moss Pike on the westbound side, slow all the way after the Pruitt Tunnel here. Moss Pike on the westbound side, so from Route 120 and Western all the way out to before Route 38 here. Moss Pike on the eastbound side. It's a little slow through Newton Corner here. 129 on the northbound side. It's slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way up into Route 129 in Reading here. 93 on the north southbound side. It's slow from Summer Square in Somerville to the Zakin Bridge. 93 in both ends in downtown Boston. Slow. 93 on the northbound side. Slow from Stoneham all the way up into Wilmington here. 93 on the northbound side. Slow from 133 in Andover to Methuen here. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from 120 in Burlington to Billerica, and then hit brakes again on Route 3 after 495 in Chelmsford here, and hit brakes on Route 40 in North Chelmsford here. 195 on the northbound side, slow from Route 3 in Chelmsford all the way up into Lawrence. 195 southbound slow from 93 in Andover all the way up to Chelmsford here. 195 on the southbound side, slow from Route 62 in Berlin and all the way up to the Mass Pike, and 135 in Hopkinton, Mass Pike on the westbound side, slow from Bayman to Route 495 in Westbury here. 290 on the westbound side, a little slow around Route 9 in Worcester, and then hit brakes again from 122.8 to the Mass Pike here. 195 southbound side, slow for Littleton here. Up in New Hampshire, Route 3 Everett Turnpike, slow from Manchester Airport all the way up from Merrimack, and Route 3 in the southbound side, a little slow around Route 111 in Nashua, New Hampshire here. 93 in the northbound side, a little slow around Route 3 in Salem, New Hampshire here. 95 of both ends here in the Hampton Tolls in New Hampshire, a little slow around Route 101 here. On the main turnpike, looking good from York up in Augusta via Portland here. And Route 2, a little slow in Route 2 on the westbound side, a little slow in the Shirley section of Route 2 here. Take a look at the MBTA alerts here at 6:09 here. Silverline SL5 experiencing minor delays due to traffic. Silverline SL4 experiencing minor delays due to traffic. On the Career Rail, Newburyport Rockport line, train 116, 3:55 p.m. for Rockport, delayed today 10-15 minutes due to medical emergency at Gloucester Station here. And the ferries are looking good. Pier Channel News time is 6:09 here on this Tuesday evening here, and it is time now for a weather report here. And looking at the radar here, because there is showers and thunderstorms in the area here, and we have one batch of heavy thunderstorms around Sturbridge, stretching for Worcester and stretching east of 495 from Hudson and then up in the Leominster and up in the Pepperell. And line of heavy showers and thunderstorms around south of Manchester and a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms west of Cocknapture through Interstate 89. And then seeing another batch of showers and thunderstorms south of Putnam, Connecticut here. And a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms east of New London, Connecticut here. And another line of showers and storms near Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And some rain showers in south central Massachusetts around Uxbridge. And another line of batches of showers and storms around southwestern Vermont from Bennington, Dan for Northampton, down for Pittsfield, and line of showers from southeast of Great Barrington, out for extreme northwestern portions of Connecticut here. And turn it on, and it shows one cell will be in the Providence and Attleboro areas in an hour or two. Another cell from Worcester stretching through Framingham and Natick, and another cell from Pepperell stretching up to Nashua, Salem, Lawrence area. So these showers and cells are all moving in the north-northeast here. And another cell west of Concord stretching up 93 here. And another cell from Pittsfield headed towards Springfield here. And there is a flood warning in effect from east of Springfield and stretching down through Worcester County. And from there's one flood warning in effect east of Springfield that will end at 6:30, and another flood warning in effect until 7 o'clock here. And a severe thunderstorm watch in effect till 8 p.m. from northeastern Connecticut and up in the central into Worcester County. And hazardous weather outlook here. Alright, 7-day forecast, it goes like this. For tonight, slight chances of showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m. Patch clouds after 9 p.m. Our watch podcast got a little about 59 degrees. Southward about 5 to 10 miles because size 22 miles an hour here. Chance of space is 20%. Wednesday, south skies about 83 degrees. Westward about 6 to 9 miles an hour here. What's that? Most clear skies a little about 61 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour here. For Thursday, slight chances of showers and thunderstorms between noon and 1 p.m. Then a slight chances of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Most of the south skies about 87 degrees. Southward about 6 to 8 miles per gust size 22 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, slight chances of showers and thunderstorms 4:10 p.m. podcast got about 62 degrees. Southwest wind about 6 miles an hour. Big couple of the chance of precipitation 20%. Friday, most days, Saturday, most skies about 85, about 63 degrees. Saturday, showers likely, most skies about 78, about 57 degrees. Chance of precipitation 6%. On Saturday, dwindle to 30%. Saturday night. Sunday, most Sunday podcast skies about 76, about 55 degrees. Monday, pot Sunday, most skies about 76, about 58 degrees. About Tuesday, pot Sunday skies about 79 degrees. Not temperature at 6 o'clock. 70 degrees with overcast skies. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Tuesday evening, June 9th, 2015. Please have a good evening with a good positive attitude here. See you at 11 o'clock for the late night report.